Law Margaret's, is that correct?
Um, Basically, yes, it's Mergaerts, but I understand it's difficult as
Sorry.
I'm from Belgium, so it's a foreign name. So hi, everyone. I'm a postdoctoral researcher at KU Leuven in Belgium, and I recently defended my PhD on the conceptualization and identification of suspect vulnerability with a specific focus on the role of the defense lawyer in Belgium. And in regards of this talk, I want to basically point out in my regard two important things to ensure an adequate implementation of safeguards that promote the exercise of procedural rights by suspects and defendants, which in my opinion might be important for future lines of research and future legal initiatives. And first, as has been mentioned already in other talks here, is that I want to stress the need for an adequate definition of suspect vulnerability, because in my opinion, when defining vulnerability, I think it's very important to avoid a categorical approach based on the presence or absence of certain individual characteristics. And that as such, I think, and I see a need to recognize a systemic and this interactional and dynamic character of vulnerability, stressing that it's not just a person that renders someone vulnerable, also because such approach also contributes to avoiding stigmatization of certain people involved in criminal proceedings. And secondly, I also believe there is a strong need for improving an adequate implementation of procedural safeguards. And I think that legal initiatives are to be lauded in this regard, but that their relevance and effect in practice are determined by their adequate implementation. So I think that the law in itself is not sufficient to ensure an adequate implementation, but that there's also a strong need to raising more awareness and vigilance in practice. And I think this is, in my opinion, especially be to achieve by training of all law enforcement and judicial authorities involved. So not only specialized people that can be called in, but also training the policemen, all policemen, but also defense lawyers as well, because my research showed they have trouble identifying vulnerability. So they can call in specialized people if necessary, can raise awareness and also implement special provisions if needed. And in this regard, I think we can really learn from each other and from domestic practices across the globe. So I think for future research, cross-jurisdictional learning and comparative research might be very valuable. I think this type of talks can help to find each other and to collaborate. So that's what I wanted to raise based on my research, and I'm looking forward to the other talks as well. Thank you.